That hair is immense. Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sam Scott-Thorne and I am a vocal coach based in Glasgow. Now if you'd like to meet and explore your voice a little more, you can find me on sstvocals.com. You can also find me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter and Patreon, and I'll put the handles down below and over there. Over there. So if you do want to consider becoming a patron, know that you will have access to early release of reactions. I'll give you access to some of my vocal harmony breakdowns. I'll do live streams at some point, put on some extra content here and there. So if you want to shape my channel, then please get involved and join the party. So we're gonna do a reaction to someone I've not reacted to before. It is somebody that I know. But this suggestion came from one of my community posts where I've asked, who am I sleeping on? And I did this, and there was a question mark here, and I was like, who am I sleeping on? And one of the comments that came through was LP. Now, I have heard LP. One of the suggestions was to react to Lost on You, but I know that song. I have heard that song. I love that song. But it wouldn't be a reaction because I know exactly what's coming. I know the version that the video is. So we're not doing that. But there was Tokyo Sunrise was the second suggestion, and I don't think I've heard it. I might know the song, but I've definitely not seen any live versions. So we are going to go ahead and listen to that, and I'm very excited because I think LP is amazing. So let's jump right in. That was a bit dramatic. A little bit. That hair is immense.
Said a lot of words along the way. I've been there while we rain. The shards of love get beaten by the waves. And after it was done, I wish I'd saved time.
Right, I mean, as voices go, this is a unique one. So, breaking it down into little bits of that recipe is very hard. There was lots of cries over notes. There's like a really kind of agitated vibrato. It's like it's being kind of put on. She'd make an amazing ghost. That's a weird comment, isn't it? But there's quite a lot of like a nasal tone in there, and it's drawn up into the kind of a high place, like a high kind of larynx position as well. There's parallels to be drawn between this voice and that kind of new kind of, what do you call it, the hipster voice, the bananas and avocados, that one. It's got a lot of that same kind of things, but she kind of adds a lot of texture on the top of that to kind of make it gravelly and gritty. It's a brilliant voice. I love her voice. Let's keep going. Wow, that little flip there. Now, just quickly, if you take that little part from where I started recording again, from where I started watching again, sorry, to that falsetto that she did there. Now, the difference is really, really palpable. So, it sounds like it's strained when she's singing the verses, but it's not. I think it's just a texture that she's putting on to give it that kind of I don't know. It's not shrill. It's very very asper. It's very airy. But it sounds like she's kind of struggling, but she isn't, from what I could see. But when she goes into that falsetto, it's just clean tone, really nice, very supported sound. So she obviously knows all the ins and outs of both her individual style of singing and also how to sing other styles too, because I don't think she'd do an entire song in falsetto like that. Her voice seems to sit very much in this kind of place. So I honestly, I could listen to her all day, all day.
Where you gonna go? Where you gonna go? I can't tell you yet. Someday in the sky we'll see the same sun on the rise. Yeah, wherever you go, Paris, Tokyo, I can say I'll see you again. I'll see you again. I'll see you again.
Hello, that was so good. So the wow bit, which is way higher than what I just did. The first time she did it, it just was like firing a bullet from a gun. It just popped. Oh, like that, just pow, straight off the bat. But then the second time, she went into a low larynx up into that place with a slide, with a total scoop up the way. So something like that. I am not familiar with this song, so please don't attack me in the comments. Trying my best. So incredible, really really good. Let's keep going. That curled lip.
Where you gonna go? Where you gonna go? I can tell you that. Wow, yeah. Someday in the sky we'll see the same sun on the rise. Yeah, wherever you go, Paris, Tokyo, I can say I'll see you again. I'll see you again. I'll see you again.
Wow.
Love is never gonna wait. It's gonna come around someday. But love is never gonna wait. It's gonna come around someday. I'll see you again. I'll see you again.
LP. Wow. Wow. So, I mean, I know that I've heard LP's voice before, so I didn't really know that it went quite into those places. She got into some really high places and very well controlled. I mean, it sounded like an explosion of kind of emotion, I suppose, and maybe that's where she's getting that from. But just the fact that she can push up into these places, and the vocal folds are kind of stretching very, very consistently. There's no real like trauma to them or anything. It all slides very, very easily. I just love how much she can change up the tone and the textures of her voice, the little bits of fry in certain places, that quivering vibrato. She's just got so much talent, like insane. One thing I did notice is that when she breathes pretty much like into her diaphragm kind of area. She's not using her shoulders and her chest, is what I mean. You don't see her going like that. It's all kind of filling into her kind of tummy. That's a very good way to sing, because when you can control the pressure of air coming from down here rather than it pressing down on your chest, you just have a much more consistent airflow. And I feel like that's how she hits these for as long as she does, and she can then kind of quiver it and stuff. I'll go into breathing in maybe a separate video, but her breathing is very, very good. Let's just put it that way. So LP, amazing, hands down, fantastic. So I hope you enjoyed that reaction. If you did, please give it a like and a thumbs up down below. And if you want to see more from me, then hit subscribe, which is here, ring the bell, and anytime I have new content, you will be the first to know. So I guess all that's left for me to say is thank you so much for joining me. And how are we going to buy this one? Let's do that Scoopy thing. Bye. It's hard to do it on that word, bye. But anyway, yeah, bye.